In this tutorial, we will show you how to launch the application once it has been downloaded from the App Store. We will then give a demonstration of how to use the basic and advanced modes. There are a few different ways to navigate to the iTableAmount application. My choice is to use the search feature by clicking on the magnifying glass at the top right of my screen. When I type in iTableAmount, the application quickly appears, allowing you to open it by double-clicking. Depending on how you have your preferences set, you will be presented with either the advanced mode, such as I have here, or the basic mode. If this is not the mode you want to use for your file, you can easily navigate to the other mode by clicking the button in the middle of the top of the screen. In my case, I want to create a basic calculation first, as this will be a situation where there are 3 children and one parent has sole custody of all 3, so I click on the basic button. To determine the monthly amount of child support payable by the parent who does not have custody, all we need to know is the province they reside in, their guideline income, and the number of children involved. Just 3 pieces of information. In our example, we will use Ontario as the province, a guideline income of $50,000 per year, and 3 children. Now, depending on how you have your preferences set, you may not need to change any of these inputs. In my example, I will have to change all 3, as none of my preferences match my desired information. First, I change the province to Ontario by clicking on the Payer Resides In drop-down. I then changed the guideline income to $50,000 by entering $50,000 on the keypad. There is no need to navigate to this field as it is highlighted by default. It is then a good idea to press either Tab or Return to make sure the information is entered. Finally, I set the number of children to 3 by clicking on the number of children input. Based on the Canadian child support tables, the monthly amount of child support payable by the non-custodial parent is immediately calculated and shown on the bottom line, in this instance $959 per month. It is that easy and fast to do. Now, not every situation is as simple as this, and as such, iTableAmount has an advanced mode, which I will now switch to by clicking the Advanced button at the top of the screen. For this example, I will use a situation where there are 2 children. The parents share custody of one child, while parent 2 has sole custody of the other child. I will use British Columbia as the province both parents reside in. Let's get started inputting the information. Parent 1's name is Adrian Doe. British Columbia is the province Adrian resides in. And Adrian's guideline income is $50,000. And again, it's a good idea to press the Tab or Return key here. Parent 2's name is Kelly Doe. Again, British Columbia is the province Kelly resides in. And Kelly's guideline income is $35,000, which I do not have to change as my preference was set for this amount. I now have to enter the information for the 2 children. I click the Add Child button to add the first child, whose name is Riley. Both Adrian and Kelly share custody of Riley, so I don't have to change the Resides With drop-down. It is okay to keep it at shared. Now I need to add the second child, so again I click the Add Child button. The second child's name is Taylor. As Kelly has sole custody of Taylor, I need to set the drop down to Kelly. So we change from shared to Kelly. The calculations are immediately processed and shown on the right. In this instance, Adrian Doe would pay Kelly Doe $440 in child support. iTableAmount actually shows you the way child support is calculated in a situation like this. First, a calculation is made for what Adrian would pay Kelly based on the custody arrangements, and then a second calculation is made for what Kelly would pay Adrian. In this instance, based on the federal child support tables, Adrian would pay Kelly $758 per month, while Kelly would pay Adrian $318 per month. The net result is that Adrian would pay Kelly $440 per month in child support. If you have ever had to use the actual federal child support tables, you are probably amazed at the ease of use and just how much time and maybe even headaches iTableAmount will save you, especially when considering the app costs only $2.99 and can be used hundreds of times if necessary. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and we hope you find iTableAmount to be very useful. Thank you.